Hey guys, and welcome back to the Football Manager playthrough with Cone. And we're back pretty soon after the events of the last game, in which we beat Hard in a pretty good victory, 3-1, to progress in the FA Cup. And since that has happened, we've just had one more match, which was again back in the North West Scottish Premier. And a sort of second string squad. I give a lot of other people a run out. And we proceeded to hammer Main Road 7-2, and that was Mark Hughes almost getting a double hat-trick on that game. He got 5 goals, and Jamie Forrester, who's been left out in the cold somewhat, was on, while the other strikers came back to full fitness and had a rest, and he got himself 2, and I think he made an assist or 2 in that game as well, so did a pretty good account of himself. And we're coming on now to the second round of the FA Cup proper. And I actually made a mistake in the last game. Mistakenly, I said that we'd still not faced league opposition yet. And I have to announce that I'm pretty much mistaken in that. Because there you go. Wimbledon are members of the Empower League 2. I forgot about them being promoted, to be honest, because it didn't seem, for some reason in my mind, it didn't seem like it was all that long ago that they got promoted. But when I thought about it, yeah, it was York City and who were the other team? Cambridge are the other two teams that have been promoted since they have. So it didn't quite seem like it had been. Well, I think they're in the third season now, back in League Two. So apologies for any Wimbledon fans who watch. I kind of forgot that you've been in the leagues that long. But I do remember them being back when they were the old incarnation of Wimbledon, when it was just plain old Wimbledon, and them being in the Premiership. I used to remember watching Match of the Day and watching them when you had players like Neil Sullivan and Marcus Gale and players like that. But now we're going on to the present, and you're facing Colne in the FA Cup. So we're going to go ahead and start that. I did have a little scare as well, maybe an injury, another centre back injury, which would be making them mount up. And Mark Hughes is reached his yellow card limit as well, so he'll be out of this game. But luckily, we've got Fergus Bell, who is a wanted man now. And we're going to put David Lee to partner him. And I think I'll keep Jack Jeffrey as a sub, seeing as Mark Hughes can't play. I think I'll give him a little bit of a chance. Why not? I'll go ahead and put our main right back, wherever the hell he is, back into the team as well. I think for this game, in fact, I could put Callum Flanagan back. I'll go ahead and put him back in because Adam Dugan's not at full fitness. I'll go ahead and put him on the bench for Richard Cohen because he's a bit more versatile. He can play on the right as well, whereas Cohen can only play in the centre. But I'm looking for our right mid. There he is. He was actually playing. He was actually on the bench. I'll go ahead and put him back into a starting position. And I think that maybe is done, unless I put Patrick Vaz on. In fact, I think I'll give Patrick Vaz a run out, since he hasn't played for a while. I don't know who to pick between Lomas and Sean Park. They both play pretty well, to be honest. But I'll go ahead and give this game to Sean Park, just for I think he's had a little bit more better games, but there's not much in the two, to be honest. But yeah, so this is our first team that we're playing against. Oh, and the only thing is they're using a diamond formation this time, so we're gonna have to be on our toes because our formation, I don't think it handles the centre attacking midfielders too well, to be honest. Jack Midson's a decent striker. Having a little quick look at their team, but again they've got some decent-ish players that they've brought in. They've spent £17,000 themselves. I noticed they spent £100 on the McVie, and there's a couple of other players. I forget exactly the names. I think Jamie Smith's the one, the centre attacking midfielder. They got him from Brighton for £7,000, I think it was. And Danny Bullman, they've brought him from Crawley for £10,000. They're big money moves this season. Far cry from up further on up the leagues where it's £1 million signings. But we'll go ahead and just tell them to not worry about it too much. But then go ahead and tell them we've still got faith in them. I've again got this attacking, but I think this might be a step too far for my team. But we're at home, so you never know. I don't know whether to... I'll go ahead and do hassle opponents as well, because we don't want to leave them alone to their own devices too much in this match. It's going to be a hard match to contain them anyway, being a league team. We'll do our best. I'm thinking maybe attacking might be the best option, to be honest. Might keep them away from us a bit more. Sometimes if you go on the defensive, do the counter-attacking formation, you can invite them onto you. I don't know though. I might change it actually. I forgot to change it beforehand, so I'll probably just change the overall tactic to counter. Because somebody told me a useful tip is to not to change your actual set tactics in a match, just change the instructions but keep the formation that you've got on. Oh, we're doing okay, we've got up the pitch at least, this attacking formation. We left Boland on in this game, I don't know, maybe his experience will pay off. I was umming and ahhing about whether to put Harry Rubins back on. Should have a full house for this game, being a league side visiting. But so far we're not doing too badly. We're on 17 minutes and it's 0-0. So we've made a good-ish account of ourselves, hopefully. Now Fergus Bell! And like I said before, Fergus Bell's a wanted man now. Fergus Bell and Mark Hughes, they're both wanted by Sligo in the Irish Premier. And there's also a couple of other teams a little bit higher up looking at sniffing around. Patrick Vaz and John Bateman, my keeper as well, is being looked at by a Blue Square team, I think it is. But I don't think they'll be able to offer enough money, to be honest, to tempt me to get rid. I mean, they'll only offer the going rate, which is about 3,000, if that. Some of them even cheekily just offer a free transfer, but with a friendly match in pre-season, which isn't really worth it to me, to lose one of our best players. I mean, I'm sensing there's going to be changes in the side. There's a couple of fringe players like Jack Jeffrey maybe, who haven't made their way into the team, and a couple of the others that will be leaving, maybe some of the youth players that I build a little reserve side of leaving, so I can bring more promising young players in. But even another level up, I won't be able to really tempt a lot of players to come purely for footballing reasons. You can sign players and higher league up players, I think, at the beginning of the season, but you have to pay them a decent wage to get them to come. So, and I don't really want to use the financial clout too much to my advantage, really. I don't want to overly cheat, to be honest. I mean, I could, you can, when you get to the next season, you can offer, I think, like £1,000, £900 wages and get reserve players from, like, championship clubs, even premiership clubs. some of the young players are willing to come to you for the money, but I don't really want to cheat. It just seems to be Morello who's not really listening, but we've got to half time 0-0, so we're doing quite well so far. And we're actually on the international break at the moment in football, when I've been recording this video, and my very own team Burnley, actually very pleased with the last game. We actually managed to get our first win. So all the people who were sort of deriding us and saying, oh, they might not even get a win this season, will they ever get a win? We actually managed to get the win against Hull. And I actually don't mind Hull too much, to be honest, as a football team, because they've got a pretty similar story to us ourselves, Burnley. You know, they came and we've scored. It's an own goal, but we'll take it. Just to distract from my musings there, but that was a brilliant little cross in, and it forced them to make an own goal. I think we may be, I don't know, it would be safer to do that. And our man Williams there with the cross, the right back. Another one of those players along with Morella and Sean Park, who aren't lauded by the coaching staff but do a brilliant job. Oh, and Fergus Bell offside, but he did a great shot there and all. I'm a bit wary of changing the attacking though while we're on top. And they've made a substitution, so we'll try and keep onto these. They put Christian Jolly on. They've kept Midson on. I'm not surprised at that one because he's probably the best striker that they've got. And they took Bullman off and put a striker on, or put a centre back on. But we'll go ahead and stick with that. We'll just mark that new striker, and we will just try and keep on our toes. Hopefully we can hold out. Morella with a good win there, but he's I think trying a little too hard to get that ball through. And a great ball from Sterling. Not too bad from Bell. Yeah, like I was saying, Hull, pretty similar story to Burnley. They've been in the lower leagues and worked their way up, just like we had to. So I actually don't mind them too much, to be honest. But I'd take the 3 points off them. We actually took 3 points at home the last time we were in the Premiership as well, which they kind of said that to controversy. I weren't actually at that match though. I was actually fortunate enough to be at this match. But back to our own team, and we're doing okay. I think I might make a substitution now. We'll see who's getting tired, because they should be pretty tired with all this hassling that they've had to do. Willie Boland, obviously being the elder statesman in the group, is looking pretty tired. But I don't know if we've got a... We'll go ahead and put Jordan Bowen on for him. Put an injection of youth in, hopefully he won't mess up. Oh! McVie there spurned his chance at getting an equaliser. And Cone could have... We could have our very own first league scalp of our history. The goals living a charmed life at the moment though. We've had 2 attempts in quick succession. It might just be best for us maybe to put it to countering now. But like I said, I'm always wary of doing that. I'd always much rather attack. Now we have got it up that end of the pitch. Melo on a great run. He's got it to Bell. Vad should put this away, and he does. And it's 2-0 to the little guys. And we're doing this. We've got 10 minutes to go, and hopefully we can hold on to this 2-0 lead. Brilliant work. Unselfish from Bell. Passed it to someone with a better chance of scoring, and Vaz did just that. And that's justified my choice of putting him back into the starting lineup. And Bell's going to get on the end of this. Oh, and we could have very nearly had 3-0. And we're now showing the league teams that this non-league team are a team to fear. And it isn't even like Wimbledon are doing bad in the league either. They're 8th place in League 2 at the moment, 2 places away from being in the playoffs. Now we just need to hold it together and hope they don't have a late surge. Oh, they could get a goal though back here. And Jolly just misses out. We were lucky on that one. That was a close thing. Oh, go ahead. Oh, Vaz goes for a long shot, and so does Vaz on the rebound. Doesn't exactly work out. And they're going all out now. I think we might be better off going to counter-attacking now and to retain possession if at all possible, because they're about to throw the kitchen sink at us. They tried a long range shot which helps us out greatly, just gives us the ball back basically. We'll go ahead and make another substitution now on more or less full time. And Dominic Morel hasn't had the best of games, so we'll give Sean Connor a run out. Stephen Connor even. And we've done it! The FA Cup little romance story goes on with Little O'Con down in level 9. We're now on to the 3rd round of the FA Cup proper, and we'll soon be playing the big boys in the Championship. Will be coming up next. Hopefully we'll get a plum tie against one of those big teams. We can only hope. Anyway, that's all I've got time for really on this little video. I'll come back soon and give you the results of who we're going to be facing in the draw, and just a quick roundup of how we've done in the other matches. But that's all I got time for, and I'll see you guys shortly.